Hello class, Jericho Herzog here on my persuasive speech. I just want to start off by saying it's been really hot this week, and that's probably why I'm sweating right now. Not because I'm nervous or anything, only because of the heat. Um, so let's get started. My first, I have two parts of my persuasive speech. My first part is um, helping convince you that driving a manual car should be something that everyone should learn. Everyone should learn how to drive a manual car before they learn how to drive an automatic car. My second part of the persuasive speech is I want to end texting and driving, distracted driving altogether. I don't think it's something that does any good on the road. So, pretty much a focus around cars. So let's get started. First off, when it comes to driving a manual car, you get better gas mileage. So already that's going to be more money in your pocket. So that's a big reason. Keep your wallet more full and more money in the bank. That's a big reason why you should maybe drive a manual car or learn how to drive a manual car. Your car will also stay out of the mechanic as much too. You do have a high chance of maybe going in for the clutch and getting that replaced, but the way it operates, the way it runs with oil and fuel, it runs through the car a lot better. I think it teaches you how to keep your head on a swivel, teaches you to be more in tune with your car and shifting and using your feet, and you have more control over the vehicle. Another big reason is in emergency situations, if you don't know how to drive a manual car and you can't get somebody to the hospital or someone to where someone needs to be, that's a big deal. And I feel like if everyone learned how to drive a manual car, that would never be an option. So we wouldn't have to worry about that. The USA Today talks about 6.5% of cars were sold as a stick shift, as a manual car. That doesn't seem like a very big number, but at the same time, there are 6.5 cars sold last year that were manual cars. So a lot of us don't know how to operate those cars, and that's a big deal. Like I said in those reasons before, especially emergency situation. You don't need to go and get an oil changes often when you have an automatic car. The way I was talking about earlier, where the oil runs through the car a lot better. The next part of my persuasive speech is going to be don't text and drive. This is a huge problem in our world today, and we can avoid a lot of dangerous situations if we just focused on this one aspect. The Nation Safety Council says that in 2015, 6% of accidents were due to distracted driving. That's a big number. They also say more than 40,000 people were killed in 2015. That's a big number. We could help eliminate a lot of those numbers by just not being distracted. You could pull over and text for a few seconds, or pull over and call someone on the phone, maybe a few minutes. It's not going to take that much time out of your day, and you'll end up saving a lot more lives. Our lives are so precious and important, and driving on the road and trying to be distracted and operate these huge machines, it can be very deadly. And going as fast as we do, and not looking, or when someone brakes or something like that, it's very dangerous. And I want to talk about the Bible verse that goes along with this a little bit. Psalm 78:41. Again and again they tempted God and pained the Holy One of Israel. I feel like that connects with this very verse because we can't fall into temptation, especially with texting, and we can pray about it and look to God, and God can help us. It's just a very, very dangerous situation to be in with texting and driving. We can help eliminate that by just focusing on the road and focusing on not paying attention to our phone, just leaving it in our pockets. Thank you very much, class. I hope I persuade you in some way. Thank you.